a love story. It's a love story, the podcast where we talk about love because we love love and we love to bring other people's love stories to you. Today we have with us
very special guest. That's Harsh and Janvi. Harsh, अभी तो introduce कर दो.
Why don't you introduce yourself first?
Alright.
Introduce myself. So I'm Deepesh's brother. We've grown up together. So we are family. That's how we start, and that's how we are. So short introduction, and I'm super happy to be on that podcast. I think that deserves a milestone. Good job. I hope to be here again on the 100th one as well, celebrating something, together again. So that's a bit about me.
Janvi?
About me,
You're still family, yeah? That doesn't
still
change.
family, yes. We got married, so now we are family. And what else? Yeah, we've grown up together. Not grown up, but the duration that we have spent together, it has been amazing. Just 5 years, but then it has been truly so close and, almost like family.
So let's begin with Janvi first. Tell us about yourself and your childhood. Who were you before you met Harsh?
My God, I was myself to begin
Of
with.
course.
But in childhood, I was very quiet, not so outgoing, I would say. Silent, but very analytical, great thinker, overthinker, I would say, in a way. I wouldn't say I was very studious while studying, but then I did achieve what I wanted. So that was great.
What would your friend describe you as, or what would your family
Oh.
describe? Because they know you the best. So what would they say?
Oh, that's interesting. They would say I'm a problem solver
Nice.
in a way. Easygoing. I don't communicate a lot, but then when it comes to time to communicate, I'm out there. Protective, I would say, about relationships, about bonds, friends, and family. I've been in both, I would say, equally with friends, developing that side of life as well as with family.
What do you do currently? What's your job? What were your dreams?
Currently, I'm working with Amazon, user experience designer. Didn't think of that career to begin with, but ended up here. Interesting. I think it's the best career it could have been for me. And yeah, dreams, I think, just going to continue within this journey. We are working on this startup called Be Raw. I hope that works out soon. Yes.
Okay, so
Marketing is important. That's good.
Yeah.
you have to. So now, Harsh, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who were you? Your childhood.
Who was I in my childhood? Okay. So my childhood was very unique, I would say. I had the opportunity to grow up in many different countries. So I was exposed to a lot of different cultures, backgrounds, food, people. My parents were, used to travel a lot because of work. My dad was, into IT, so he used to travel quite a bit for, taking care of his business. And my mother was she's had many roles in her life. She was like an air hostess, a model, an actor, a homemaker, and she has had many hats. So that's what I grew up. The conversations on the dinner table were everything from good food to how can I sell the vada pavs and be the best vada pav seller, like street vendor. Like if I wanted to sell vada pavs, there was always backing for whatever I wanted to do, of sorts. So that's the environment that sort of grew up in. Very supportive, very open, and very progressive, I would say. So it was amazing. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Nothing differently as well. Like I would do the same thing again. What else? How was childhood? But apart from that childhood, this is more at home. But outside of home, I think I was, like the black sheep. of the family in most scenarios. And there were good reasons for that. Extremely notorious, extremely problem causing. My parents were at the school like every second week for something or the other that I would have done. And, I had Deepesh and Dhiresh there. They were like school toppers and, having like like the stars on their shoulders and stuff like that. And I'll be here kneeling down outside a class, right? And they will be like doing their rounds, checking if there's decorum in the school and stuff. And I'll be like, just walk past me, like don't even look at me. This never happened. This is never going home. So that's the sort of contrasting environments that we had at home. But yeah, I've been a single child, so I've grown up around my cousins. That's been like my strongest ally ever since I've been young. And friends, I've had friends that have been lasted the decades, and we still like as close as we were back then. So I don't know, I went like covered a lot, but yeah, that's how it's been growing up.
So you were the Shant child
Yes.
and you were the naughty child.
Yeah, I was Dennis the Menace, you could say that.
Oh my god, so opposites do attract.
Yes.
Yes.
Or it's not even opposite, it's like you guys balance each other. He brings out the naughtiness in you and you try to keep Shant and calm.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. That's how I think our relationship works.
Yeah, I say that. I think we are stronger together than we are, as individuals. Not in all cases, but in decision making or in just like life as a whole, right? It's like a startup or it's like a business. Like you're running a business. It's it has wheels. It has to go. If something you have responsibilities, you are sharing them. So yeah, it's better like that.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so now that we know a little bit about each of you, like how did you meet? What were your thoughts when you saw each other the first time, and how did it reach to a point where one of you had it in you to ask the other person that hey, let's take it more than
You're asking everything. First, let's start with where did you guys meet? For the very
Oh.
first time.
It was at work. So I was just out of college. This is my first job, I would say. This is where we used to work. I think I joined. It was 4 months that I knew he works at the office, but we never spoke. I think it was about 4 months of it. Yeah, because most of the time, because of his role, he had to be outside of the office. And whenever he was at work, he was so loud all over the place, asking people not to work in a way, taking them out for breaks. And yeah.
You were
it's like-
discussing business outside.
Yeah, I know. Important business. Yeah. That's how we met at work. Office parties is where we started talking to each other. And there was this one incident where I approached him. So it was Bombay rains. It was raining heavily. There were no auto rickshaws or cabs that could drop me home. And he used to stay Pilipala East. I was in West. So I was like, probably he can drop me halfway through and then I can come halfway. So I asked him if he can drop me. And he's like, okay. So the first time we could go together. That's how we started talking in a way. Yeah,
So Mumbai rains have a very important role in
I
our
know.
love story.
it does.
It was because of the rain that you guys got together.
I would say Mumbai traffic.
Mumbai
more than-
traffic. Oh,
more than the
Rains and
rains.
traffic. Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Mumbai traffic, rains, and
Traffic got us
friends.
stronger together, like bonded us, but started talking was because of the rains.
Yeah, but there were days where I said no, I don't want to drop you home.
Yeah, the second time. First time was like, I'll drop you home. Second time was like, no.
Why?
नहीं भाई नहीं है मन आज
Acha.
सोलो टाइम स्पेंड कर रहा है हाँ एग्जैक्टली कान में हेडफोन चाहिए हेलमेट चाहिए गाना गाते गाते घर जाना है आई हैड दैट एक्टिवा स्कूटी बाइक
Okay.
Oh, that's why you said no?
हाँ I
No,
wanted
first time because we went in car.
yeah first time was
Yeah.
like that and the second time I wanted to just like you're having those days where you just like नहीं करना भाई आज
नहीं करना।
कुछ मेरे को मेरा टाइम है मेरे को गाना सुनते सुनते घर जाना है maybe have a pani puri on the way but by myself right
Yeah,
I
by
don't need
yourself.
anyone here
So before that interaction, you saw her in office and all, and what were your thoughts about Janvi as a person before this interaction?
So I saw her. I'm like, shit, she's hot, and then that's like my first reaction. And उसके बाद we never spoke. Like I never cared about. I'm like, ठीक है. If she wants to talk, and we were having an office environment where they were like, if there are 25 people, out of that like 23 are men and 2 are women. Like 2 or 3 are women, right? So bunch of engineers and stuff like that. So everyone was apprehensive to talk to those 2 girls. Like मतलब we want them to be there. Like we don't want इसमें से भी एक चले जाए तो 50% कम हो गया ना. तो we are like इनके साथ safe रहते हैं, थोड़ा distance बना के रखते हैं ताकि रहे. ऑफिस में ऐसा थोड़ा
Really, it wasn't like that.
माहौल बना रहे.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
What do you mean? We
There's
never
so
spoke.
many people hitting on me at work.
Yeah,
So
that was people that were not following protocols. So
This is bro code,
I
man
know.
code and work.
no. But there were others that were hitting on her like left, right, and center in the office.
yeah, it was crazy. 2 of them though.
Popular.
Ah,
Why not?
okay. So when was the first time you thought? What was that point that you thought that okay, there might be something here in any of these conversations? Not like for life, just to date that person or see that person outside of office. Because of course you guys are not seeing each other in office. You can't tell people. So like, what was that one emotion or a moment you could share, like which made you realize?
I'll go after.
Yeah, I think I was just about spending time together. Second time he said no, but then onwards he never said no. So he used to come pick me up from my building, drop me back. The time that we spent together was something where we started talking about ourselves, sharing things, and that bond got stronger, I would say, with time, not initially, but yeah.
What were your conversations like on those drives home? Like, did you talk about work? Did you start talking about different parts of life and you felt like you're connecting with each other?
It was everything: work, family, friends, career.
Future plans.
Yeah, a lot of things
It
together.
was everything. Yeah, it was a lot of discovering, like, because we both like to go to new places, new food. It was also a lot of kind of just because we have she's 4 years younger to me, so she has like friends that are more active, let's say. So that was fun too. I mean, hanging around with people that are younger than you, it always brings out something more exciting in the environment. So wo maza tha. What else did we talk? We
So both of you were like just finding a nice friend here.
Yeah, you can say
Yeah,
that. We
you can
started
say
off
that,
like
yeah.
just finding a nice, because at that point of time I was dating someone. So it started off like we were just like friends, and there were I remember there was one day when we said that let's catch up, and I totally forgot about it. Like totally forgot about it. And then she calls me that day that are we meeting today? And I'm like, oh हाँ यार, इसको तो मिलना. और तब तक मैंने दूसरे लोग को बोल दिया कि हम तो मिलने रेडी है, और वो बंदे थे, तो मैंने उनको वापस फोन किया. मैं बोला सॉरी बॉस, आज तो थोड़ा हाई लेवल प्लान हो गया, तो आई विल हैव टू डिच यू. So they are like, we get it, no problem, go for it. So that's, I think, the first time that we went
Yeah.
out. Like,
So remember, it was at Breeze.
was that Breeze?
Yeah, it was Breeze.
That yeah, could be. Was that Breeze or that place in Juhu?
No, it was Breeze for sure.
Okay. That's one night she got home drunk.
Yeah,
Oh,
very drunk.
very good.
Yeah, I just almost reached home, I would say.
So
Okay.
like, did your family find out that night?
No. It was pretty late. They were sleeping.
Oh,
So safe, but yeah, it's pretty drunk.
very good.
How did this go beyond friendship now? Like, someone must have brought it up and
Initiated.
proposed in a
Yeah.
way to take it to a relationship.
एक्चुअली ऐसा सीन था ही नहीं. सो प्रपोज वपोज तो दूर का बात है भाई. हम 2-3 बार गए बाहर, फिर मैं दिल्ली गया हुआ था फॉर अ फ्रेंड्स वेडिंग, ठीक है. एंड दिस इज द टाइम यू नो व्हेन यू आर chatting, like when you went to Halifax and you are chatting with her, right? So similar scenario, right? We are chatting with each other. मैडम रात को, और मैं उधर मजा कर रहा हूँ दिल्ली में, मतलब दोस्त का शादी है, इट्स लाइक हैविंग अ ग्रेट टाइम, लाइक एंजॉयिंग, राइट. एंड आई एम relaying my feelings to her as well, like as I'm having a good time. ये मैडम पता नहीं इसको क्या हो गया, रात को रिप्लाई करती है, देख भाई अगर तेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि दिस इज गोइंग समवेयर, तो दैट इज यू आर लाइक डे ड्रीमिंग. ठीक है, तो ये फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर है. मैं तेरे साथ बात करती हूँ, हम बाहर गए, खाना अच्छा खाया, तेरे को डेट वेट जैसा वाइब आया, पर वो था नहीं. ठीक है.
So the chat was going in a way that he was keeping me updated about everything that he's doing. And you're out with your friends. I expect you to spend time with your friends. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So I felt that this is going way beyond of what I imagined at that point of time. So I was like, let's draw a line from now so that it does not cross that line.
Yeah.
And what happened?
That line, of course, got crossed.
I was fine on my side, but then what happened to you?
Nothing. I was
Nothing?
just,
So how did you feel like when you got that? मतलब push धक्का लगा.
हाँ मतलब वो रात को तो आए.
वो रात में कुछ जो
तो वो रात हाँ वो रात तो भाई उदास हो गए थे, बट ठीक है, मतलब व्हेन इट्स लाइक दैट्स लाइक हाउ माय ब्रेन वर्क्स, लाइक यू नो sadness is like momentary and then it's like solution, like how do we fix this, right?
Yeah.
So that's I think I got into that zone like straight away. I was like ठीक है, मतलब at least we know, right? Matter clear है, matter इधर है, this is where we stand today, and that's okay. There is no putting a gun to someone's head and saying that this is what we have to do now.
Yeah.
Or if you don't feel like that right now, then I'm checking out, right? Because it's a state, it's not a stage.
It's not a permanent decision नहीं है.
हाँ, it's a state, it's not a stage, right?
Nice,
It's
very
like,
well put.
yeah.
It's a state, it's not a state.
Yeah, so I was like ठीक है, देखते हैं अभी इससे क्या होता है. नहीं हुआ तो फिर उस दिन मोहल्ले में वो कौन आई,
ऐश्वर्या,
देख लेंगे भाई, आगे आगे, अभी आज का तो देखते हैं.
So now we know that you all met, तुम्हारी friendship बनी. You went to your friend's wedding where you got the revelation that this is your stage.
Very
This is your
friend
stage,
zone.
not the stage. So what's your plan of action now, man? क्या किया उसके बाद?
उस फ्रेंड जोन से निकालो कैसे अपने आप को?
Nothing different actually.
Okay.
Nothing different. जो उसके पहले करता था वही किया भाई.
Oh.
Nothing different.
Just
मतलब
keep at it.
हाँ, persistence or resilience, or it's like also for me to be sure of that it's okay. Like in fact it was good to that, you know, it was not just immediate switch, and it was like there is enough time that I have to understand what can go wrong here, what is right, what is working, what is not working. रोज का रोज अगर ऐसा देखते रहना है, then what can be the things that she's liking, not liking, observe, like, you know, on in different scenarios, so that nothing was different. It was just भाई ठीक है, तेरे को जहाँ बाहर जाने में इंटरेस्ट है अभी नहीं है, पहले तो ये बता. मतलब are we going out in groups, or are we all okay to grab a coffee after work as well? So it started from there, and then it was like,
yeah, I think we just got more comfortable with each other than what we were, and then he never gave me option to spend time outside of his company.
Oh, never give you option?
I wouldn't say that, but he was always there, yeah.
Oh.
But he was always there, yeah. Going out, I was like, Harsh, okay, let's go out. Mettipai pe vada pav khana hai, let's go out. Yahan naya cafe explore karna hai, let's go out. So we were spending more and more time, I would say, together, which
I was her Steve Jobs. I was making her realize things she didn't need.
Makes sense. Okay, so we got to that stage, and then how did it transcend to कि now we want to get married? कि अभी families को बताया नहीं होगा at this point.
Married? पहले तो अभी to say that oh we are together. How do you even agree that you just can get into dating?
I thought he said कि there was no such stage इसलिए.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
is how it was, right?
नहीं नहीं नहीं
नहीं, okay,
it
हुआ.
changed, huh? Then he proposed one fine day.
Ooh, but
Yeah.
okay, how was the proposal?
After a few months from that Delhi trip, you said that I really like you, and I want to spend time with you. Malab, just genuinely, I see you
Yeah.
drive by. He was like, not very formal proposal, but informal that I'm getting serious
Yeah.
Yeah.
that point. And then I was like, I need more time. And I think, yeah, that's where like we started again spending more time together. But yeah.
This was a game of patience. So if
हाँ.
you are in love with somebody or if you like somebody, just be patient. वो आएंगे तुम्हारे पास कभी ना कभी तो आएंगे. Be patient, be persistent. So now that he's mentioned that I like you and he's told you and you've told that I need time, what was that realization? He's waiting. So like ऐसा होगा right? कि like there's somebody who's waiting for me. I'm taking time. What was that thing that you needed to confirm? Because as women, like of course, we have 5,000 things to think of, right? So
Yeah.
what was those things?
I wouldn't say there were too many things. I just wanted to be sure that if I get into a relationship at this point of time, that this person has to be everything. Like,
Okay.
not break my heart again. Like, just wanted more time to spend with him to understand him as a better person. And get to the point where I can be like, okay, we can be together forever, sort of
Yeah.
a thing, situation.
So
Yeah.
what were the things that you were looking for in him? Like one was he should not break my heart. Second,
Yeah, so basic like trust, understanding. If we are good together, our habits were very different. We were very different. How good is he if I am, overthinking? Is he understanding me well? Is he managing that situation well? I think those were the things that we needed to figure out. So spending more quality time together was the only, I think, way that I could be like confirmed, okay, he's the person for me now.
okay. And what were the small moments that made you realize that these things are now happening? Like you have clearly defined ये चाहिए था और time चाहिए. So now
Yeah.
in the time that you're spending, what happened that's like हाँ चलो ये एक mental checkbox हुआ वैसा.
I think persistence more than anything. He was out there, always there to help me, grow me. He also tried to pull me out of my nutshell. I was too silent at that point of time. Right now, I think I'm not that silent as I was. So he brought me out, showed me different perspectives, which were really good, like seeing world in a different way, I would say. And yeah, and then just being there, understanding, we completed each other in a way, and that balance was more like this is it.
Yeah.
Like I cannot ask for more.
It felt peaceful.
Yeah, it felt completed, I would say, in a way.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
sweet.
Yeah, that's how I was like, okay, he's the one for me.
Yeah. So Abhi, she has. So did you initiate? Did you tell him or Abhi bhi you are just waiting for him to be like you propose and all? Like कुछ तो बोला होगा कि like हाँ अभी हम सोच सकते कि नहीं.
I think
When like emotionally you both are at
Yeah,
that place,
yeah.
was there a verbal exchange कि अब से हो गया like hers expressed
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I want
I
to
like
be serious. You told
Yeah.
time लगेगा. After that, did the state change?
I think it was just in conversations
Okay.
that things changed, but no one officially proposed.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, now I'm more comfortable with you.
So now it is going forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Got it.
what is going forward? Define going forward. At
Was there a definition or you just like as both are like हाँ
We are just coexisting.
We're just
Yeah.
coexisting.
We are just
Oh, nice.
coexisting. There is no definition. There was no definition, or just the talks became like little different in terms of how are we approaching scenarios, right? Like if I am going out with friends, पहले मैं पूछता नहीं था, मतलब I'm like तेरे को आना है साथ में, something like that. I never used to ask. But then I'll be like, I'll check in with her, like, even do you care to come today, or vice versa. Like she in fact she used to go out way more than me. But so usme she would be like every day, like, you should join here, that, la la la. So things like that started shaping up differently. But ऐसा कुछ बोला तो नहीं था exclusively.
Yeah, I think official we started dating on November 17th, I would say, but unofficially we were dating prior to that.
Okay.
Like then we had to put a date and we were like, okay, let's officially start something.
That too because you were going on a trip or something like that.
Oh, that was after I came from a trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wrote, I was on a trip for 10 or 12 days. He wrote 12 letters for me. Like every day open one letter, read it.
Yeah.
Oh, soft.
ये था भाई बाटली, ये था मूव बाटली में आने का. हाँ,
तो letter.
ये चैट जीपीटी भी नहीं था भाई तभी तो, ओरिजिनल आइडिया.
Oh god.
But there are too many memories, I think, that we had
So
together.
where did this letter idea come to you? Or was it a born?
हाँ, मतलब ऐसे ही randomly आया, मैं बोला लिख देते इसको कुछ.
So you were on the trip every single day. He asked you to open a letter.
Yeah.
But knowing her, I think इसने पहले ही खोल दिया होगा.
नहीं.
See?
मैं वो अभी भी यही स्टोरी बोल रही है और मेरे को श्योर है उसने पहले ही खोल दिया होगा.
I have not.
I trust you, Janvi. You can't handle curiosity
But
or
this-
surprises.
I've not told you something very important till now.
Good.
But yeah, no.
When it's because that is a different problem. In general, when it's only about you, you don't like surprises.
About me, yes.
Yeah, so you
But then-
there. It was 12 days
But
of
then you
surprises
planned
only
it
for
so
you.
well, and I was like, I cannot break this.
See?
Like, see,
Ah.
how can I do that?
Respecting your
Yes.
Yeah, I
efforts.
thought.
ठीक है.
He still does not.
I am still not convinced. But
I know I've not done
साल
it.
मैं लास्ट वीक बैग लेके आया था, वापस भेज दिया था तूने मेरे को बैग लेके.
कभी
अभी जब बैग लाए थे हम तेरा टोरी वर्च,
अच्छा वो
तो रिस्पेक्टिंग
अभी
एफर्ट
वो
तभी
तो
का.
now they're getting the same bag in different color. What will I do of the same bag in different color?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, you give her letters. Then she open on the day of.
Yeah.
It was
We
not.
can test it out
So
again.
she
Yeah.
had a summer bag
हाँ.
and I wanted her to have a winter bag.
Yeah.
ठीक है, तो मैं गया, मैंने विंटर बैग लिया है. मेरे को पता है उसके बाद ऐसे स्टाइल का बैग ब्लैक में है,
हाँ.
बट वो लेदर है, वो विंटर बैग नहीं है. तो मैंने लिया विंटर बैग, वो ये तो है मेरे पास ब्लैक में. मैं बोला नहीं भाई ये अलग है,
अलग
You
है.
just
ये
got
समर बैग है, ये विंटर बैग है.
you
इट्स
just
नॉट
got
मेरे पास
suede
ब्लैक में
वाला
है,
material and brown
जीन्स
color.
नहीं है.
I was like same pattern, everything same.
It's not
What's
same
the-
material. What are you saying?
Suede. I mean
हाँ,
same
it
pattern.
was suede and that was leatherish.
Yeah, but
fall
same
leather,
pattern,
probably.
right? Like the
Yeah,
bucket
pattern was
bag.
the
And I was like, I don't want it again. Like, let's do something else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
New perspective.
हाँ, तो we did something else. Now we have a white bag.
Yeah. A different pattern white bag.
The thought counts. I wanted to give her a bag. You gave her a bag.
I know.
मैं मेरे को ये सब अफेक्ट नहीं करता. मैं उधर जाके ही मतलब आई नो पीपल लाइक अगर मैंने तेरे लिए गिफ्ट लिया है तो तेरे को नहीं पसंद आया गिफ्ट
हाँ.
तो मैं ऑफेंड हो जाऊंगा. बट
Oh.
ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ,
मतलब
नहीं.
हाँ नहीं पसंद है, ठीक है भाई रिटर्न करेंगे. मैं उधर ही रेडी था.
हाँ.
जब भी मैंने लिया ना मेरे को 90% था ये रिटर्न होने वाला है, 10% था ये रहेगा.
खाली काउंटर पे पूछ लेंगे.
Still you got it.
Yeah, but because I like it.
Yeah.
I am still going to go with my conviction. मैं
Yeah.
ये एग्जाम स्कूल में सीखा था. मैं जब भी कॉपी करता था कम मार्क्स आता था, जब भी खुद लिखता था ज्यादा आता था.
That is the persistent conviction that you liked in him. So he has to
Yeah.
maintain
You
it.
got to have faith in what you believe or
Yes.
in life.
Yes. So how long did you guys date each other? Like after 17th of November that you put an official date?
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was,
I don't know.
you don't know?
No, 14, I think 14, 15 or something like that.
Yeah. It was 15.
Nice.
Nice.
And then 4 years.
Nice.
5 years actually, before getting married. We dated.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
5 years.
5 years split into long distance and not long distance as well, right?
Since where?
Long distance.
Here.
Oh, in Canada.
Yeah, no, I was here. She's India
Yeah.
Oh.
for
So
2
we
years.
started dating. We used to meet every day, I would say, almost every day.
Because you work together, right?
Not really. Like when we started dating, you moved
Oh
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
nowhere.
That was another thing. Like if we start dating, I don't want to work in the same office.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that, I have that like rule.
Okay.
So you change your work.
Yeah, I quit my job. Like, as soon as we started dating, I quit my. जैसे मेरे को लगा राइट कि इंडिया में 2-3 महीने का नोटिस पीरियड होता है,
हाँ.
तो वो भी प्लान करना पड़ता है. तो मेरे को जैसे लगा कि अभी कस्प पे है मान जाने को, तो अपन ने नोटिस डाल दिया.
जॉब छुड़वा दी उसकी,
देखो
चेंज करवा दी.
भाई, फिर आते थे हम विले पार्ले से पवई में नीचे सीसीडी में बैठ के काम करते थे. क्यों? क्योंकि मैडम ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं,
आए है.
तो हम छोड़ने आए, रात शाम को लेके भी जाना है ना ऑफिस, तो पूरा दिन हम भी वहां से काम कर रहे हैं.
सही है, सही है.
तो दिस इज व्हाट मींस बाय परसिस्टेंट ने रोज फोन कर दिया.
But persistence is the biggest player.
Keep at it.
I think it shows genuineness, right?
Yeah.
It shows because it is replicatable skill in lot of things. Like maybe you're building something, it's not working. Like तभी भी वही करना है, या you're trying to fix something, you're trying to crack an interview, or you're trying, whatever. It's like you have to do it more than once, and if you can do that with any walk of life, then you can do it in every walk of life.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to be. I know this is all about love, but this is
Still,
yeah.
it's like a good life lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So now you changed your job. Long distance. Let's talk about that.
How was
How
that
did that
phase?
start? Long distance. How did you guys end up in a long distance? Let's start with that story.
Because it was a calculated risk. At that time I was 30, and I thought this is my last opportunity if I want to immigrate out of India again. Because by that time I had done that quite a few times, so there was no fear of unknown, that if I have to do this again, oh my god, like, because everyone around me went like, पागल है क्या, 30 साल पे कौन country change करता है. All my friends, right?
Yeah.
They were like, no, you're not, like, you are set, like you have a very good job, like a job that you really enjoy, and there is a clear path of evolution in the career as well, which is like playing off, and like everything's going right. Why do you want to, like, unsettle and resettle, like when everything is fine at 30 again, right? Because I don't know why 30 is such an important metric, but everyone like that was like told me many a time, like 30 ho gaya tu, abhi tere ko. And it makes sense, because by the time you're 30, at least you need a base. Now you're growing that base.
Yeah.
Right? So now I don't have a base. Like I had a base, I didn't care about it. I want to create a new one. So that's how it started. Got here, the risks we discussed, because we always wanted to be in a place where we can like kind of grow together, not in just like love each other more and stuff, but really like grow together as people in our careers, like in our aspirations, in our goals, in our jo bhi we want to be as people, like towards that. So it fitted in more if we are building this in a nuclear way. So we were like, where can we do this? It literally transpired from a conversation over a coffee with a friend late night, to me being on a flight in like maybe under 6 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow, that was quick.
under 6 months, or max 7-8 months.
Yeah.
And but there was a lot of conversation, like like what happens, because we were dating, yes, but then if we want to sustain this, तो वो भी घर पे भी बताना पड़ेगा. So how do we do that? Like, मेरे घर पे पहले बताए, इसके घर पे पहले बताए, what are the pros and cons of that? So we considered that. फिर क्या questions आएंगे, like क्या करेगा वहां जाके, like पहला question होगा नहीं पता, तो how will we answer this question?
So till that stage, like your families knew about each other.
No, they didn't know. I think, yeah,
Not-
see, I think they play along. Like families are
Yeah.
like, I don't think you can hide shit from them. Like they have done this 5 times more than we have. So they were playing along. They knew it, but they pretended. They waited till I give them the information, and they were respectful of that. I think on both sides, right?
Yeah.
So ऐसा था, हमको लगता था उनको नहीं पता है, but अंदर से मेरे को पता था उनको पता था, right? So
Very.
uh,
Yeah.
तो फैमिली को तो नहीं पता था ये बाद में
So
पता
when we decided we want to move abroad, settle down abroad, they didn't know. But as time was coming closer, we felt that now there's a need that we need to tell them.
yeah.
Okay.
How was that conversation like?
Oh, crazy. Always. As a girl and girl's dad, it's always difficult to convince that this is the right person for me.
Yeah.
Because they're looking for more than what we are looking for, like settling down, growth, family. We just look for love, I think. Dads or moms, like family, they look for something more than that. And that point of time that he was planning to move abroad, no certainty, no job. I think it was difficult for my dad to accept that this is going to be the situation.
Yeah.
Plus caste system, religion thing came to play. He was just finding reasons to say
I don't
no,
think
I
that
would
came to
say.
play. Yeah. He was just being protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just, whatever reason that came in his mind that I can use this to say no, he was just throwing
He
it.
was throwing it out.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, religion, no. Caste, no. What is he gonna do? Future stability.
Is he from a
no.
business family? Is
Yeah.
it? Is he? Does he do a job? Does a job? No.
No.
Because she
Yeah.
comes from a family of entrepreneurs and stuff, so they are not very comfortable with the lifestyle of someone doing a job,
Okay.
because they think that this is not limitless.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. And then there came a point, you're gonna move after marriage. No. Like that cannot stay without me. It was
Proximity.
like, yeah, proximity was something that he wanted. Like I went on a 15 days trek in my 10th standard. He literally called me every day. He's like, don't go, come back. So he was the one that he was like, how will I stay without you? So I think those were the factors that came in.
Still part of love. Now this is
Yeah.
father-daughter love. Yes.
This is love. No, but these are important conversations. So, was there a time where you had to go meet the family and convince the father? What was that like?
That was very scary. That was very nerve-wracking. I had to yes, and it's again a two people job. It's not like one person saying "Aaj मैं ready हूँ." नहीं. Well, I think she did a lot of groundwork for me to be there on that day and not be as critically judged or be overwhelmed with the questions, or kind of give me a nuance into what is everyone's personality when I get there. So what to expect, what not to expect. So it's a two people job, even being in that moment. Before you get to that moment, but after I got there, my first initial reaction was, as soon as I entered, I met them at her house. कि ठीक है, मतलब बात ही करना है कुछ, मतलब क्या ही हो जाएगा, तो nothing crazy is going to happen, right? तो मैं तो chill में मस्त haircut करके गए थे, तो बैठे, फिर the first dialogue was like, this is, मेरे को ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं है ये सब तेरे से बात करने में. Your father said this, but I am like, you are here because of my daughter. So what is it that you have for me? I'm like, nothing, man. कुछ नहीं है भाई, कुछ नहीं है. But so the conversation started from there, and by the time we that night ended, they fed me very well, and by the time it was like I sort of understood that he's trying to be very tough, but this is not him, right? Like it kind of he kind of gave that vibe to me. But that was him. But apart from that, the vibe in that room was very like, it was not a we are going to grind you or anything. तो डर वर तो नहीं लग रहा था, but फटी थी उसके पहले.
That's actually a nice thing. So even if you're taking a partner to meet your family, the groundwork is very important. Introducing them to the members of your family, the person who is going to talk to is very important. उनके mood swings, कैसे वो बात कर सकते, what kind of questions. Because a lot of people don't do that, and that is when the entire khichdi happens. That's a really good takeaway from this part of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. And there are a lot of emotions,
Yeah.
like high emotions. So the decision making in that moment is not rational. It's
Yeah.
like impulse and out of emotion. So it's also important to like क्या बोलते हैं, isolate that decision making from that emotion. So whoever is in the room can do that. That's good.
Yeah. So now your father has told him कि like okay, did he come and tell you that night कि हमको ये लड़का चलेगा कि नहीं?
No, no, no.
तो
He
इसके घर पे
said-
हमने पहले बताया. I think that is
Yeah.
part of the story that we are missing.
Oh,
because it's difficult to convince my parents, I would say, in
Ah.
a way, than his parents. They were pretty straightforward. So I was like, let's take a chance at my house. If they say no, there's no point telling it at
Makes
your
sense.
house, right? So yeah, but that took time. Here, till I was more like, give me valid reasons to say no.
Hmm.
Like religion, caste,
Yeah.
whatever you are telling me are not valid.
I think
Like,
this was your stance always.
yeah,
Like whatever they said, they are like, she's like, give me a valid reason. Well,
yeah.
for them, every reason was valid. But
Not
Yeah.
really, but more like you tell me if the person is not good. You tell me that he would not be able to take care of me, or something on those lines.
Oh.
But yeah, he did not find those reasons. So I was like, okay, then you have to give up now.
Yeah.
but he gave up. It was like
Yeah. Was
he gave in that, and it was like barely under a month.
Yeah,
So not
think-
too much of
yeah,
pushback.
Fighting, yeah.
It was just the main questions were just around ke, how will this look like in 4 years, 5 years, and what do you all plan? How do you plan to set up things going forward? इधर से बाहर जाना है, किधर क्यों जाना है बाहर, क्या करोगे वहाँ जाके? More about her career, like ठीक है, if you both go there, how much money will she make?
Yeah.
Like because she used to make a ton of money even there, right? So they were like, क्यों करना है, इतने पंगे क्यों करने हैं, मतलब this is better right here, right? So it was more like a global conversation rather than just like prove that you love her or how much you love her, बताओ भाई, 100 डंड मार.
Very practical कि क्या
Yeah.
है life
Yeah.
path, which makes sense.
Then more about like medical, like how is the family's
Ah.
medical journey been? If are there any
Illnesses.
in the lineage? Well, I felt there was a very important questions
Yes.
and practical questions that people shy away from asking. Matlab, I think it's critical to know if someone is having cancer or someone is having any kind of neural disorders running in the bloodline. I would like to know that. Like,
Yeah.
और नहीं पूछते ये लोग.
नहीं पूछते.
Hmm.
ठीक है. Right.
So good points for like parents trying to interview your child's partner. Ask about health, family health history. Ask about career plans. Ask about how they envision their life, right? Rather than तुम मेरी बेटी से कितना प्यार करते हो. Yeah, that is an important question.
हाँ,
You have
वो
to ask
कितना
that.
पैसा कमाते हो, मनी है तो ले जाओ.
What money taken?
More than what someone has today, it's important to gauge of how aspirational that person is in a way. What is that person's life vision? Is it going to align with the life vision that your child has? That is an important thing for parents to find out in a conversation.
Nice.
So yeah,
Sounds like he's been through it.
उसके लिए देखिए episode 1.
But after marriage and after like 4 years, 5 years now, things have changed. My dad is more like, what is Harsh doing? Is he good? Like, he'll be asking about him, wanting to talk to him more than me.
Oila.
So, like, cards have turned
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, we've had an evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Sorry. you can-
again, from your parents' stance of throwing reasons to converting them to saying yes, again, it was all persistence from your side.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Like discussing the plans eventually
Yeah.
aligned, and that's why
हाँ.
they agreed. Okay.
पर नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, परसिस्टेंस भी था और अलग अलग स्टाइल भी था. मतलब हम मिले भी थे अलग अलग. लाइक हम पहले हमने ब्रेकअप कर लिया. पहले हम जस्ट मैं उसके मॉम को मिला, मॉम
Mom and
एंड
my
सिस्टर
brother.
एंड ब्रदर, सिस्टर इन लॉ एंड ब्रदर को मिला.
Yeah.
या खाली मॉम एंड ब्रदर थे. फिर मैं मतलब थोड़े और को मिला, फिर मैं कजिन को मिला, फिर हेड ऑफिस पे लास्ट गया था मैं.
हाँ,
तो
सबको convince
हाँ मतलब ऐसा पूरा गेम प्लान था, समझ रहा है? 360 डिग्री एंक्रोचमेंट. हाँ,
धीरे धीरे धीरे
सेल्स है, मतलब बेसिक
हाँ.
सेल्स 101 था ये. हाउ टू गेट इनटू एन अकाउंट.
Yes. Nice. So वो हो गया. Then your decision to Canada took off. Your long distance started.
हाँ.
Right. So how was that? Like how did you feel when you started the long distance? अभी तो excitement होगा because obviously you're stepping into a new life and all. But let's start with Janvi's perspective.
It was fine. I'm not scared of long distance till date. Like, if things are good, I think it is good. It was difficult for him though to build up his career from scratch. So I was more worried about how is he gonna do that. Like, his first job was very bad. I was like, I cannot do that. I don't know how are you doing it. So long distance was pretty smooth in terms of communication. But then otherwise it was pretty straightforward, simple, I think. Yeah, I feel comfortable, yeah. No hiccups.
Yeah, we were comfortable. But it's a two-way thing, right? मतलब comfort ऐसा one way वो कोई नहीं दे सकता. So it has to, like, you have to be very secure of the other person. You need to know how this person thinks, like how this person reacts, or how, like, know each other inside out. Like ऐसा feeling पहले आए और फिर long distance में जाए तो it's very easy.
Yeah.
But अगर तुमने शुरू कर दिया और 6 महीने में ये पंगे ले रहे हो, गलत नहीं हो सकता कोई, मतलब that can work too, but it can you just need then maybe to explain two things more.
Yeah. Right.
But long distance was nothing crazy for us.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
nice.
it was totally 3 years, 2 years,
2 years, yeah.
2 years, and we met in those 2 years I think twice. Long distance was not crazy. I've heard
Yeah.
horror stories with long distance
Yeah.
and people,
Yeah.
but for us it was, I think, okay.
Yeah, I think that understanding that we built up all that while really helped in long distance.
So was there like an intentional effort to maintain that touch while you're in long distance? Did it just naturally flow?
कि इतने टाइम पे we'll call each other.
Yeah.
Weekends are for you or nothing like that. Very like you do
Yeah.
you, I'm here. I do me. You are there, वैसा.
Yeah, I would say
Dedicated
so.
time कि
Yeah,
इतने बजे
nahin.
video call करना ही है रोज.
Nothing like that.
Nothing
I
like
think
that.
while dating also we never had this thing that we have to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
often.
I get asked this even till date. Like I was somewhere and then my friend goes like, अभी तेरे को जानवी को कॉल नहीं करना पड़ेगा. मैं बोला नहीं. हाँ.
So
Yeah.
there are different types of long distance relationships is what we have realized
Yeah.
on this episode. Few of them are like literally 7 बजे मतलब कॉल आना चाहिए.
हाँ.
नहीं आया तो there is some issue.
Exactly.
And few of them are like exactly like this कि जब update आया तब आया. I'm living my life and I have a person who is living their life.
Yes, it's like, but ऐसा नहीं है कि जब update आया. It's very categoric to क्या, it's about just care, right?
Yeah,
जैसा
exactly.
update आया वैसा नहीं था, but it's ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हर 1 घंटे में अपडेट आया.
हाँ.
It's like हम जब मिल रहे तो we are discussing like what are the highlights of my week, day,
Yeah, exactly.
moments. So we discuss that and vice versa. But हाँ.
Like I assume you're chatting like
Yeah.
throughout.
हाँ मतलब
Chat चालू है.
Yes.
Calls are like once in 2 days हो गया whatever whenever it happens.
Same, yeah. Like if I'm going out, I'm sharing snaps. He's doing the same. That I'm living this life. This is what is happening right now. So you see it that time, not that time later on, but you still are aware of what's happening, what's going on, and you want the other person to be a part of your life, even though it's long distance.
yeah.
So
I think one thing that was very different about us and that was very unique for us was that you know that I have people around me that you know
yeah,
and you trust as well. So that I think was very different. That maybe can give you peace of mind while you are not around.
yeah, probably,
But अगर कोई random ऐसा गया है तो उसको ज्यादा
हो सकता है, yeah.
You had a trust. He had family around. Like
Yeah,
friends around.
friends.
Yeah,
Family,
and
yeah.
friends and family that she knows as well.
Yeah.
So I think in that office everyone knew that we are going to
Yeah.
date, but the two of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like everyone were they were like spying on us. They were like telling people that something is there here, and we
Yeah.
were like, "So hai nahi." Then we got busted once in a movie.
Yeah, we were watching a movie late night show. I think it was 10 p.m.
Yeah.
show.
And we were actually watching the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of our colleagues, Vinay, he and Zendin, they saw us together, and they did not confront us in that period of time.
नहीं वो मैसेज कर रही है उधर, ये तू किधर है? मैं बोला मैं थिएटर में हूँ, मैं मूवी देख रहा हूँ. तो बोलता अच्छा कौन सा पिक्चर देख रहा है? तो मैं मार्शियन देख रहा था. मैं बोला मैं मार्शियन देख रहा हूँ. बोलता अच्छा किधर बैठा है? तो as soon as I saw that, so as soon as I saw the first message, right, I have that feeling that भाई ये इधर है.
Yeah.
तो मैं बोला क्यों इसको मतलब अपने को छुपाने का है ही नहीं, हम देख रहे. तो then what happened was actually during the interval we both like walked right in front of them like that, but we didn't see them, like legit we didn't see them, so I never said hi hello. और मतलब वो ऐसे दोस्त थे कि पिक्चर देख के शायद उसके ही घर पे जाएंगे हम, मतलब हाँ मतलब वहां ही जाना है इसके बाद भी. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ देर को नहीं बताने का, राइट. तो ये फिर उन्होंने मैसेज करना शुरू किया कि भाई ये why are you not saying hi, and then after and they were supposed to get married like right after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as the movie ended we caught up outside the theater and they go like अच्छा तो हमारे invite में +1 लिखने का हमको कि तू अकेला आने वाला है हमारे invite. मैं बोला भाई मैं अकेला आऊंगा, उसका invite अलग है.
Yeah, but that point of time we were not dating.
That's what we were not dating. I have gone with a friend to see a late night movie.
Yeah. मतलब yeah, perfect. Canada में आए, long distance का हुआ. Yeah, so now we are reaching to the point of marriage.
Yeah.
Finally, शुरू से 3 बार पूछ चुका हूँ. Okay.
Yes.
So how did that conversation start? How was the planning process? How did that go? Because especially planning a wedding while you are in long distance is way more difficult.
For the person who is away from there.
Both. दोनों के लिए difficult है.
नहीं भाई, जो पर्सन दूर है उसको तो कुछ स्ट्रेस ही नहीं है भाई. मैं क्या करने का, मेरे को कोई वीडियो कॉल पे जाने का, हाँ ना बोलने का, that's it.
But it was more of your personality also that
Yeah.
I'm okay with anything and everything
That's
types. Yeah. Like
See,
I
if I can't control the outcome, then I will not stress over it.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
so-
it. But yeah, I think wedding just flew. I mean, in the flow of things, it came naturally that now we are at age. Parents started being like, why don't you get married? Yeah. And we were also fine. Like, we are like, okay, let's get married. We need to, settle down any which ways, start a new life. So why not right now?
The plan was कि जब भी यहाँ आए थे तभी let's see what happens in 1 year, where your life goes as a whole. Then we make a decision whether you're the right guy. Okay, or whether you are ready for getting married right now or you still need more time, right? Something like that. तो फिर हो गया 1 साल, हम रेडी थे, हमारे पास बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स भी थे कि हम रेडी है, ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कोई टेक मनी टेक घर, ठीक है.
पापा ने बोल दिया
पापा सब पापा सेम है भाई, यही बोलते हैं सब. वो यही कोई टीवी पे बोलता है, कोई नहीं बोलता है. तो ये हो गया. So then that's when the conversation like came out कि okay now let's get married, this that. We also discussed it that this will be what will be a good time for her to move here, like winter, not winter, like summer, क्योंकि wedding December में ही कर सकते हैं तो because of holidays and stuff. तो वैसा था conversation शादी का, मतलब that's how it started.
So your family, when you guys met, any like discomfort or like they were like चलेगा ये सही है?
I think our families were pretty comfortable with each other right from the get go. So वो तो stress नहीं आया था. They have a very similar value system. मतलब मे बी उनका daily walk of life अलग है, ठीक है, but value system जो नीचे base underlying decision making method है वो same है.
Nice.
So ज्यादा discrepancy नहीं हुआ है कि हमको लेफ्ट ही जाना है, हमको राइट ही जाना है, ऐसा कम हुआ है. मतलब होता ही है बट कम हुआ है.
Yeah, and also that my brother, elder brother, when he got married, I think they did everything that they wanted for his wedding.
Shauk.
Yeah, everything was done. They were like, okay, with your wedding, you do
कर
whatever
ले
you want.
जा सिमरन बज गए
So I
अपन
was like, okay.
Okay, so now you got married, and I assume now it is an end of long distance. How was that for you to transform your life from Bombay to Canada?
Yeah.
It was easy. I was always looking forward to it. Like I always wanted hostel life in a way while growing up. I tried my best for graduation, didn't work out. For post graduation, I was like, I'm moving out of India. Dad was like, no, I cannot stay without you. So again, that did not work out. And this was the moment I was like, do whatever you can. I am going. So I was really looking forward to it. It was pretty smooth. Staying in India is more like there is someone to do your work. So, गाड़ी में पेट्रोल डलवाना, there's someone who will go and do it for me. बैंक का काम करना, there's someone who will go and do it for me. So I was really looking for this life to be independent, where no one is doing my work, I'm doing it myself, learning more things. So pretty excited to move. It was a big step. I did not have work at that point of time, I would say 2 months. But then I really used that break wisely, I would say, to settle down, to understand this new country. But yeah, so it was great that way.
2 months of vacation.
Yeah, much. Now I'm like, I need vacation. Give me vacation. But 2 months of vacation. And then COVID just hit, right? After we moved, it was COVID.
2020.
Yeah, so we were homebound most of the time. I think it was just 1 or 2 weeks that he went to work. Then he was always home, working from home. And then that did not stop us, I think, to explore the place. We still went out in car though, because everything was shut. We were just driving around. But yeah, it was amazing. That was it.
Oh, it was good having her around. मेरा थोड़ा रूम का एस्थेटिक्स बेटर हो गया था. मैं जहाँ रह रहा था वहाँ पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा लाइफ ऑर्गेनाइज हो गया था. दुख का बात ये भी था कि जो मेरा था बहुत कुछ वो मेरा नहीं रहा था सडनली. लाइक मेरा वर्क टेबल वाज लाइक ओवरनाइट अक्वायर्ड. हॉस्टाइल टेक ओवर हो गया था. तो मैं बोला ये तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया भाई, बट यू गॉट टू लिव विद इट आई गेस. So it was a good refreshing change, something that I was looking forward to, and it was very unique as well क्योंकि हम COVID जैसे struck and we were living with a bunch of very close friends turned into family and stuff like that. So I wanted her to experience that because she had never gotten that flavor of living with like when
Friends.
that's all you have, right?
Yeah.
Like you wake up if you are unwell, कुछ भी अच्छा है बुरा है दुखी है खुश है भाई ये दोस्ती है. मतलब ऑप्शन नहीं है दूसरा.
But it was fun. Like we were 7 of us living in a house. Every day was something or the other. One day, movie day. We just watch movie. Cooking, 2 people will just help to prep. 2 people will cook. 2 people will clean the kitchen. It was very, I think it was cohesive in a way. It was so great to be around people because COVID, obviously, a homebound. If you don't have people around, it was difficult to spend time. But then it wasn't for us in our case. Like we got time together, and then we got time with other people as well.
Pampered, like protected household to a house with 5 boys, 6 boys, 5 boys,
5 boys, yeah.
and the only women. What was that like? कि यार प्यार तो ठीक है लेकिन यार ये अलग है
Right.
कुछ. हाँ, this is different.
But I think it was fine. Yeah, I
It
was
very
worried about
comfortable
it.
for her.
Yeah,
Okay, so
The
you guys were
guys-
making sure
yeah.
that she's
It was very
comfortable.
not just me but everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
house.
Guys made sure that they
Yeah.
cleaned the kitchen, which they never used to do.
It was
before.
very comfortable for her.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Always up. Like
Beautiful.
I was like, I need to get something from grocery store. They're like, okay, we'll take you.
Yeah.
So yeah, something or the other. Like, want to go out? Yeah, there. Let's go. If Harsh is not available, I'm there. So yeah, it was pretty comfortable that way.
Nice.
Did you guys like anytime have that feeling कि like we are all boys living and now we have a female?
Oh,
कि aesthetic.
we were all very excited.
Okay.
Like I think we all were like thinking before she came कि अभी कैसा होगा ये होगा
Yeah.
ये होगा. किचन का रूटीन कर सकते हैं वगैरह ये वो.
Exactly. We everyone सबने ऐसा they did their best to be as accommodative of the additional person in the house, and also change, like everyone changed their daily habits
Nice.
just so that everyone feels at home, right?
Yeah.
So it was a lot adjusting for everyone, and ऐसा नहीं था कि बोल के किसी को बोलना पड़ता था,
हाँ.
वो खुद से ही हो जाता था. So that was pretty special. Again, it's not everyone gets an opportunity to live that, and I know a lot of girls also, like for example her friends, right, they were questioning her, तेरा शादी हो जा रहा है, तो how will you be comfortable to live in a shared accommodation with 4 random guys? Not ideal
No,
to
of
get
course.
started with, right?
Yeah.
मेरे को भी नहीं चाहिए था ये, but again, like that was, again, that's where I say we are stronger together, where it ties back into that. She goes like, let's not splurge right now on living. We could have very well just moved out and lived by ourselves, and had a nice, space to ourselves, but that meant moving out, buying a new couch, buying a center table, buying a light, setting it up, like buying a kitchen stuff and like everything, right? So she's like, let's accumulate this. This does not has no I have no problem over here.
Yeah.
And let's use this time to kind of build for something stronger later. So we use that advice, and
Yeah, it's
against
like-
the most popular beliefs of everyone कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए setup.
हाँ.
But अगर comfortable नहीं होता, we always had the option to move out. So I was
Yeah.
like, why not try it?
No, but I'm saying everyone will not be open to it. Like if
Yeah.
I am in your shoes, maybe I am not open to it. Like I will
Yeah.
tell you like, भाई तेरा ये वो हस्बैंड है तो एक ही काम है, छपरा तो दे भाई खुद का. मतलब बेसिक काम ये है ना, मतलब एकदम. तो
हमारे लिए
उसमें ही
fine.
अगर कॉम्प्रोमाइज है तो भाई बाकी क्या करेगा. इससे भी प्रॉब्लम था तेरे से तो लोग को. मतलब मैं तेरे आई वुड थिंक लाइक दैट.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hmm.
Okay.
But that's not her. That's not her personality.
Yeah, that's
because
her.
you would have not.
No, I mean that says it's also comes from your support system, right?
Yeah.
It's not just your thought process. So that's credit where it's
Yeah.
due.
Well, they say like finding the right partner can break you or make you, right? So like
Yeah.
this was a decision where you were like, yeah, she's gonna make me because this is what it is.
Yes, that is only one decision that is important in life
Yeah.
for like after 25 for
Mm.
most people is like who you pick, because if you pick the wrong one, you are, or I would, there is nothing wrong one, but if you don't pick the optimal
Compatible.
compatibility option, optimum compatibility option, then you are just limiting your growth.
Yeah. So now you're in Canada. How is life in Canada? What are your aspirations? What are you here to build in Canada together? Now that you guys are finally after COVID has gone and stuff, you can build a life. Like, okay, let's start. Let's go back to like buying a house in Canada. कि ये base बनेगा अभी. Now you're moving out from the guy's house, like with roommates, to your own house. What was that transition like?
That was a fun transition actually, very exciting, stressful
Yeah.
until the last day, because you never know until like the deal is done or not, till the last second, microsecond. So very stressful but very fun. Like we were like super excited. वो घर आया उसके पहले भी we used to like इधर आके हम ड्राइव करते थे,
Yeah.
तो हम देखते थे कि भाई बराबर से ध्यान रख रहा है ना
It was
भाई,
a
30
fun
दिन ही है तेरा ये घर में
process.
अभी.
हाँ.
मतलब ऐसा बाहर से खाली देख के चले जाते थे कि whatever.
It started fun because when you start, you don't have enough budget. So we started looking at houses that are so one step closer, 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 like that. We ended up in this area that we've always lived in. So one is the area that we were staying with the guys together. We love this area. We want to be here. And then we started looking for houses over here. And this was the house that hit us. Like, this is it.
We are sitting currently in their beautiful home.
Mhm.
And we love this house. We are also thinking of renting this property by the way for a podcast. So beautiful.
अच्छा decor है.
Huh?
Like, look at this.
Yeah, no, it took a lot of efforts to build the house. When we got the house, the walls were literally chai color, like that brown. So we painted this house by ourselves. We got this wall done, and then slowly, like the initial decor was with budgeting. Itna hi budget hai. Few stuff from IKEA, from here, there. We built the house, and now again we kind of moved to a second stage where we could afford a little more than what we had. So yeah,
We just wanted to uh, make it our own. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't want to like ये पीस यहाँ से ले लिया है क्योंकि $45 में अच्छा डील मिल रहा था, ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं करना था. We wanted to like tie it in together and make it look the way we really want it to look, and so I think we were ready to do that now.
yeah. There were initial phases like 1 or 2 months that we just slept on mattress. We did not even have a bed. But that's where we started from, and then here we are today.
But buying a house is a क्या बोलते हैं, good feeling.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It's a good feeling, but you also realize कि I think कि ये करना चाहिए कि तेरे को सपोज मेरे को भी नेक्स्ट ईयर फरारी खरीदेंगे,
हाँ.
ठीक है, तो ये तो मैनिफेस्टेशन सब बोलते हैं, राइट, करो
हाँ.
करो लिखो whatever. तो वो कर दिया. But I think it's also important to write on the right next page to it. After I have a Ferrari, how will I feel? No one thinks about this.
Yeah.
Everyone says buy Ferrari is equal to happiness.
Yeah.
But after buying house, I thought same thing. Buy house equal to happiness. But नहीं आता है. मतलब घर खरीद लिया is not equal to happiness. मतलब you have to still like think like happiness of buying the house can be different. Like it can be like after I paint this wall, or it can be like after I do this, or after I now maybe I'm happy. Like after जब मैंने ऐसे बना दिया है उसको, तो like how will I feel after I hit a milestone? Like no one thinks about that, and then that's why you see people buying mansions and are still unhappy
Yeah.
because they thought buying a mansion will make me happy. But so it was a good feeling, but did not mean suddenly you are very happy. It's still like अभी भाई नया प्रॉब्लम है, घर खरीद लिया भाई, अभी झाड़ू मारना पड़ेगा ये कर. So it's like you set from one scenario into a different scenario, but it's always like you never did this before, now you'll have to do it. So either you're growing like that, or you should just be happy with that emotion कि ठीक है ये भी मजा आया.
So now that you are living in Canada in your own house, you guys are planning a life together. You guys love building stuff. Since I know you come from a family of a man who like started his entrepreneurial venture at the age of about 40. You come from a family of entrepreneurs who grew up in business environments. Your father had a requirement that you wanted a partner, like he wanted a partner for you who would be from a business background and not from a work background. So that was somewhere already having a spark in you and you as well. So how did that curate to a plan? Like what are you working on right now? What's the product?
So we always wanted to work on something. Like we were always of the mindset कि अगर कुछ impactful करना है तो नौकरी से तो नहीं होगा, ठीक है. तो हम हमेशा contemplate करते थे कि क्या कर सकते हैं, right? We tried many things that could not scale. Like we did things that could never be scaled, but just by having that experience, we could figure out where we went wrong, what did we do, like why this is not scaling, or what do we need to do to make this scale. And then maybe sometimes the answer was this can't scale, or sometimes the answer was what we need to scale, we are not doing that, right? So then we wanted to kind of find a way that and we were both having this feeling that we want to work on something that is omnipresent, like that can be scaled across borders, boundaries. It's not like we were never excited by the idea of having a hotel.
Yeah.
Although if you ask me, I would love to have a shack in Mexico where I can go and retire.
Yeah.
Okay? जहाँ पे वो मार्गरीटा बना के दे रही है और मजेदार शाम को 4 बजे पी रहे और लव दैट लाइफ, बट वो अभी नहीं कर सकता मैं. That's when we landed on we used to actually also, sorry, backstory, we used to watch a lot of Shark Tank and a lot of entrepreneurial things that people are doing, just have an exposure to that. तो उसमें से हमको आइडिया आते रहते थे, हम देखते थे लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, उस पर इंस्पिरेशन लेते थे. And then came a moment where we felt that the East is doing a lot more than the West. So maybe it's time to bring some things that people are doing over there to the West. So we were thinking about what can be done on those lines. उसमें भी कुछ मजेदार नहीं दिखा. Then we started talking to friends. Okay, why let's if there is something, then we should collaborate. If there's something, then because our friends were of a similar mindset, that they also wanted to do something of their own and have a project. तो वैसे हम मिले सब. Then we finally came on an idea that's called Be Raw, because of different walks of life that we have all had, where people have been working in investments and marketing and all that tied in together. So that shaped this product that was Be Raw. It's basically a word of mouth marketing platform that brands use with a completely hands-off approach. It's totally unique. It's also meant for people to start monetizing their influence. Those people who who have anyone who has, like, let's say more than 2,000 followers can go out and start monetizing their influence. So that's what the product is all about. We've been at it since a year. I think that was the question, but a long answer.
No, that's the answer I was looking for. Okay, so now coming back to your love story, right? Amongst all this life planning and all this monotonous things that you're doing, like you're building an application that is innovative in itself. But what about love? Like, do you all still go on dates? Do you all still like? What's a date for you? Let's start with that. What is a date for you?
A date for us is anything where we can spend time together, I would say. So it's not just going for fancy dinners, but it could be going out on walks, movies, or sitting at home and watching a movie is also a date for us. So something where we are spending time together or out of our phones, just being with each other. And I think we often have dates. Like
Micro dates.
Yeah.
We're not like, let's dress up and go out on a
Yes.
date kind of a couple. We are more like micro date.
Get a coffee.
हाँ, coffee.
tea.
मतलब idea of date is to every day's date. ठीक है?
Nice.
Idea of date is every day is a date, and जब हम बाहर जा रहे हैं तो whatever gets us just enjoying each other's company as a medium, we do that. That could be
What is a
walk.
micro date?
मतलब माइक्रो डेट हमने ज्यादा प्लान नहीं किया है.
Okay.
वॉक करने जाते हैं भाई 1 घंटा. वील फिगर इट आउट वहां जाके क्या करना है. या हम कोई पार्क गए, हमने वहां पता नहीं क्या करना है, हम वहां गए, फिर हमने देखा वो लाइम बाइक है उधर, तो we both hop on one lime bike and we drive through there for like whatever 30 minutes and we take a look at. So it's like there is not. Okay, then maybe we also have gone to like a concert that's like a proper date, like legit. But those are I'm as much as I look forward to that, I equally look forward to the micro dates.
So in general, it's like detaching from your routine lives, even though there is a common product, and just talking about something that does not work.
Yeah.
That's it.
हाँ, और उसमें talking can be like anything, right? Like talking can be like, अरे यार ये घर क्या मस्त बनाया बंदे ने. या talking can be like, इसका landscaping क्या सही है. So we are like just appreciating what we like, or maybe talking about some feeling के जो मतलब नहीं बताया या अभी याद आ गया.
Anything and everything, like budgeting, like this month, like we overspent on this, probably we should reduce that. So everything and anything, I would say.
That's only her side. I'm never saying this.
No. We do discuss that.
That
Yesterday.
was good.
Yesterday he goes like, we need to control on our splurge. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
That's not on a date though.
That's an important part of it, but that's not a date. That is work related.
Yeah.
How is it working
Problem.
together? Like building a life is different than now becoming like working partners. As if money is going to come from that project. So how is it? Any difference, or like you do you, I do I? What are your roles like at the company that you are launching?
We have divided work, so he's into more into finding brands that would onboard, maintaining and building the product, getting it out. I work closer to Dhwani, our other partner, where we get more content creators onboarded, plan marketing. How are we going to get this brand out in front of public? So divided roles.
Yeah.
But then we do have sessions like where we come together, work together. Sundays is what we do usually. But yeah, I think it has been pretty good. Like I share things outside of our meetings as well, that this is what we are up to, this is what we are doing, what is your opinion on it? Similarly, what he does.
Yeah, because we do have seen like when couples work together, the dynamic changes a lot. So, is there anything? Is there some like takeaway that you would like to give when you're especially working together? Like having your own career,
Yeah.
doing different offices is
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
completely different than
Yeah.
building on one product
Yeah.
together.
I think the key to working together is to drop your ego. मतलब मैं कुछ भी बोल सकता हूँ फीडबैक, मतलब अगर तू ऐसा लेके जाएगी कि दोपहर को तूने डिश नहीं किया था तो कैसे मेरे को आज बोल सकता है ये, तो गलत है, ठीक है. दिस इज नॉट टाइंग इनटू ईच अदर. सो यू गॉट टू बी लाइक ड्रॉप योर ईगो. द ओनली मिशन इज प्रोडक्ट. If everyone is aligned here, then it's okay. Then I mean, if it's not, then you should not be on the same project. So
That's constructive feedback with each other. I think we've never had this moment where we were like, no, I don't agree with you, or
but
I'm
we've
tired
had
of working.
we've had moments where we don't agree with each other,
Yeah,
like all the
but
time.
then we sort it out. It's not
Huh.
like we
But then we
stay-
pick the direction that's best for the
Yeah.
product. Like not best क्योंकि मैंने बोला ये होना चाहिए ऐसा, और ये बहुत होता है स्टार्ट में, like when you start startup, तो उसमें सब ego is very big, like सब में ही होता है. तो it's very important to like not be, because by default ही reaction ही ऐसा आता है कि नहीं, but you got to like not say that nahi and have 30 seconds and then think and say okay, maybe we try this and then we try this. If it doesn't work, we go back to that.
Yeah, obviously we have difference in opinions, but then that does not mean that we take it back to our personal life at home. Like we always sort it out, move on, do the needful, and then close it over there.
But mostly we try to do that with most things. We like when we are going to bed, we try to sort it out.
Nice.
We don't like to carry it next day. At least we try
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of the times. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it should be. Like, try to not sleep with a problem that is open.
हाँ, मतलब नींद तो आने नहीं वाला ना, फिर क्या
हाँ,
मतलब
Point ही
जाके.
नहीं है. Quality नींद तो नहीं आएगा
हाँ.
अभी तो.
और उठोगे भी शौक से, तो
Yeah.
उससे अच्छा शांति से उठो.
Makes sense.
So we are almost coming to the end of the podcast. You guys know each other for like how many? 8, almost 6, 7 years now. 8, 9. How many
Zyada.
years?
11 years.
Zyada
11 years. So
yeah.
okay, so you guys know each other for 11 years now. What are the perks and quirks of him that you like, and what do you like to change, or what you don't like, and same vice versa for you? What do you
What
love
I-
about Harsh?
Yeah, love about him, like the way he is, I would not change him. The outgoing personality who's always bringing something different in me out there. The balance that we have with each other, the trust, understanding factor that we share, I think none of those would change. And that's what I love about him. What needs to change? A few habits, I would say. I am more organized. Like if things are not at the place where it should be, I'm like, where is it?
Yeah.
So things like doing it on time is something that I would like him to do. He would do it, but not in that time, not in that moment. So I think the OCD in me will really kick in. Like, why is it like this? But yeah, I think that is it.
And you?
It's not much. For me, what I
What do you love about her?
what I love about her is कि like the understanding कि वो कि मेरे को ज़्यादा समझाना नहीं पड़ता scenario. तो अगर मैं like if I pick a direction, then I don't have to explain much why I'm picking this direction. Like it's somewhere she gets it. So
wavelength matches.
हाँ मतलब मेरा एनर्जी कम जाता है बहुत
हाँ.
नहीं जा मतलब आई कैन फोकस ऑन बिल्डिंग थिंग्स आई डोंट हैव टू फोकस ऑन मेंटेनिंग थिंग्स मतलब आई डोंट नो हाउ टू एक्सप्लेन दैट बेटर बट there is sometimes what I see people is they spend lot of energy on managing the relationship, but not energy on building themselves. Right? So that I don't have to do with her. That's what I love about her. इसके ऊपर I would say the way how she handles situations, like it's with grace. Like बहुत सारे scenarios they are difficult at times, so she handles it like with a lot of. It's difficult, like when you live together there are different scenarios that you are thrown into every day, just together or differently, or like you are alone, I'm alone. तो वो सिनेरियो का मैनेजमेंट काफी कूल है तो मतलब मेरे को एंड अगेन लाइक लव इज I don't think the first thing that maintains or takes a relationship long, right? It's वो बहुत जरूरी है एंड ऐसा होता भी है कि कभी कभी रह जाता है वो पीछे बट यू हैव टू फॉल इन लव अगेन लाइक यू हैव टू बी दैट पर्सन दैट मेरे को ऐसा लगता है 2-3 बार तो लोग फॉल इन लव करते हैं एक ही शादी में ठीक है मतलब वो घड़ी घड़ी होता है और होना चाहिए नहीं हुआ तो फिर प्रॉब्लम है और ऐसा नहीं है वो रहेगा ही मतलब ऐसा वो ऐसा लीनियर कर्व नहीं है मतलब इट गोज अप डाउन डाउन फकिंग डाउन एंड देन गोज बैक अप सो that if that happens again then that person is also making effort for it to happen again, so I think she does that also. That is something that I really like. Change था ना दूसरा सवाल.
Yes.
Change
List आ रहा है.
थोड़ा हाँ बहुत ही लंबा लिस्ट है बट it's a बहुत ही लंबा लिस्ट है from very stupid points, but I would say she's gotten more punctual than what she was. Like पहले तो बहुत ही खराब था मामला, अभी थोड़ा बेटर हुआ है. और
She's not late. You are just ahead of time.
हाँ
I know, yeah.
बोल सकते हैं ऐसा भी, बट और चेंज में आई थिंक
So you need to think. So there's not a lot.
नहीं मैं ऐसा रियल सोच रहा हूँ कुछ ऐसा खाली बोलने के लिए नहीं सोच रहा हूँ.
अच्छा.
तो और चेंज में आई वुड से शी कैन गिव लेस टिप्स like through the day. Anyone.
It's not tips. It's like the work that needs to be done needs to be done. It's not that.
She's keeping
नहीं-
you organized.
नहीं भाई सीन ये होता है कि
See,
अभी
there was
work
a cardboard
क्या है?
box
अभी
over
work क्या
here,
हो रहा
which is here since 4 days.
Ah.
Every day, once I'll tell him, you need to move this outside. And then
तो-
he thinks that I'm overseeing.
नहीं ये ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. वो तो ठीक है, वो रिमाइंडर हो गया. टिप्स मैं बता रहा हूँ.
So
मैंने
tips
वर्ड
are a
सोच के
part
बोला.
of it.
ठीक है. हाँ,
Tips are a part of it. I
नहीं.
would say fold the box so it goes into the garbage bin. But you just pick up the box, keep it outside. Then again, next step is to fold it and put it in the garbage bin. So tip is that you fold it from now only, so that we don't have to do it again.
Tips.
Tips.
Right?
Got
Too
it.
many tips.
Got it.
So you get the example of tips.
Yeah.
From your experience of love, give out like one pro tip because you are a tip guru to someone who is in any stage of your relationship. Like starting में हो सकता है वो बंदा तुम्हारे फैमिली वाले स्टेज पे हो सकता है, लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस वाले स्टेज पे हो सकता है, लेट्स मेक अ प्रोडक्ट टुगेदर स्टेज पे हो सकता है, या लेट्स जस्ट डू लाइफ टुगेदर पहुंच चुके हैं अभी आगे क्या. So give a tip to someone who's watching.
I think first to be sure about yourself and the person that you're going to be with. If you are sure about it, then I think whatever you want, you would do to achieve it. So be it parents, be it career, be it long distance, whatever it is, you would find a way to, get over it. So yeah, I think the pro tip is going to be that, and then persistence.
Of course.
Yes.
Persistence is key.
Yeah, it's very important.
And what about you, Harsh? What is that one love tip that you would like to give to our youth listeners?
That's one tip that I got.
Yeah.
It's that two tips actually.
Okay.
And both my fathers gave me, her father and my father, both these fathers gave this tip on the wedding video, the bites that they give. And it kind of stayed with me always. One is, if one is angry, like, you have to not be angry, like, whoever, right? And that's a very difficult thing to do if you scale back, but you have to do it. Like, if one is angry, like, one has to be rational. It is difficult, but it was necessary. Like, in the next 5 minutes only, you will realize it was necessary, because it's secondary. And second tip was, be like a giver. Like, right, it's not about having the last word always. Like, be a giver, or sacrifice भी नहीं है, compromise भी नहीं है, but हमेशा it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about someone else also. So be a giver like that. So these are the two tips.
Nice. Very wise words.
Yeah.
Not
Coming from
not
my
mine.
friend. Alright, thank you so much for getting together for another episode of It's a Love Story. Again, it's a podcast about love. It's their love story. It's our love story. It's your love story. Please reach out to us. You can email us here. Reach out to us on DMs. Just yell Ayushi. ये reply कर देगी. It's a love story. चिल्लाओ ये आ जाएगी. So thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. For our listeners who are listening to us on any podcasting platforms, please make sure to give us a 5-star review, because that really helps bring our podcast to more people. And for people who are watching on YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. It really helps us a lot.
Can you say like, share, and subscribe?
Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll say it again. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll say it again. Like, share.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the 100 episode.
See you then.
Yay.